Kate Martin, the player everyone assumed would be Caitlin Clark's WNBA sidekick, is about to change the course of events in a way that no one saw coming. The Las Vegas Aces may have kept her on the bench, but now she has the opportunity to be the face of an entirely new team. The Golden State Valkyries selected guard Kate Martin in the expansion draft, which sent shockwaves through the league. You may be asking yourself, wait, isn't she just that bench player? But here's where it gets really interesting. She's ready to show that she's more than just Clark's former teammate or head of merch sales. The Aces may regret letting her go. Kate Martin and Caitlin Clark were best friends and teammates at Iowa. We all want to be the best at everything we do, and sometimes that may not be the best thing for us, but Kate Martin wasn't just Caitlin Clark's sidekick at Iowa. She was a secret weapon and a game changer in her own right. Let's take a look at her stats for a moment. 8 rebounds per game are the kind of statistics that go beyond simple numbers. That forced coaches to pay attention and opponents to reconsider their tactics. Kate was crucial in leading Iowa to consecutive championship games in 2023 and 2024. Many referred to her as the glue that kept the team together, a player who could stabilize the game when things got tough. Her leadership and versatility made her indispensable, and her impact went far beyond the box score. Parton's backdoor from applause. Clark Stokey had 2 fouls in that first half, Marthian. You might be thinking, well, so she was great in college. Then the WNBA draft came around, and the Las Vegas Aces picked Kate with the 18th overall pick in the 2024 WNBA. Kate Martin, a player who is regarded as the glue of these Iowa teams that have captivated so many people across the country, was actually not expecting to be selected by the Las Vegas Aces in the draft because she had only gone there to support Caitlin Clark. However, as we all know, life has a funny way of surprising us when we least expect it. Oh man, a lot of emotions. The situation took a strange turn, and rather than illuminating the court, Kate ended up on the bench. We're not talking about a few minutes here and there, and Kate was hardly watching any activity at all. Kate wasn't just good in college, she was the glue that held her team together. Her teammates and coaches at Iowa didn't just praise her, they relied on her, so why wasn't she getting more? 5 minutes per game is essentially nothing in the world of professional basketball. It's like buying a Ferrari and keeping it in the garage. Now, you might be wondering what's going on here. How does someone go from college superstar to bench warmer? This question had fans scratching their heads and sports commentators working overtime. A chance to demonstrate her abilities in the professional ranks, Kate Martin, we discussed this earlier in the season. I'm disappointed that Kate Martin hasn't received as much playing time in the second half of the season. Perhaps she should be on a different team. However, while Kate was warming up, something else was boosting her jersey sales. Can you believe it? Kate Martin, a rookie who hardly played, had the 4th highest WNBA player merchandise sales overall. Caitlin Clark was the top-selling WNBA player merchandise. Angel Reese, Sabrina, and Kate Martin 4. That's not just impressive, it's simply mind-boggling. We're talking about a player outselling veterans, all-stars, and even some of the biggest names in women's sports and basketball. So what's the deal? On the one hand, you have the Aces, a team known for their smart plays and strategic thinking, which keeps Kate on the sidelines. And on the other hand, you have fans who can't get enough of her, despite the fact that she barely plays. Her road decreased throughout the season as the deep talented Aces got healthier, and she only played double-digit minutes 3 times in the final 15 regular season games and only played 3 minutes in the playoffs. Let's take a moment to analyze it. Kate went from being a college superstar to a professional bench warmer, but her popularity plummeted. Yet we're just discussing 2, 6 points in 1, 6 rebounds per game, but fans couldn't get enough of her. It's like the Aces had a golden ticket and decided to use it as a bookmark. Let me start by talking about Kate Martin. Natalina has NBA experience and was a member of a championship WNBA team. What's important is that Kate Martin thrived this past season at 38% on corner threes, specifically that floor spacing ability that she will bring. What's really happening here is that Kate Martin is a hidden gem that the Aces haven't figured out how to use her, or is there another factor at work? One thing is for certain, though, with numbers like these both on and off the court, Kate Martin's story is far from over. The question isn't whether she will have her chance to shine, but when it does happen, you can bet that the entire basketball community will be watching. The WNBA expansion draft is a big deal for all teams, but it's huge for the Aces. Here's how it works. Each team can only protect 6 players. The rest are up for grabs. Everyone is wondering who the Aces will protect because they have some serious talent on their roster and have protected their star for some of A.A. Wilson, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, and Chelsea Grave in the expansion draft, but they didn't choose to protect Martin with. one of their final 2 spots, and then the list is released, and guess what? Kate Martin's name isn't on it. The player with the 4th highest jersey sales in the league was left unprotected. What Hami said online, which I believe caught people off guard a little bit, is that the players don't know before they're chosen. Let me share her actual post with you. This is an exciting day in our league today, but it can also be difficult for players because everyone is learning in real time, and they are likely experiencing a range of emotions. Please keep that in mind, aces. Fans are going crazy on social media saying things like, how could they let Kate go? This is a huge mistake. It's like the Las Vegas Aces just threw away a winning lottery ticket. I'm a little surprised that Las Vegas decided not to protect her, even though she was only a role player for them. But here's where things get really interesting. Rumors start circulating, and some of them are juicy. Some say that there's more to this story than just playing time. They're discussing friction in the locker room, and the person whose name keeps coming up is A'ja Wilson. Wilson was jealous of all the attention Martin was receiving, and she was jealous that her jersey sales were outnumbered by those of A'ja. Wilson is secretly relieved that Kate Martin is no longer with them. Yes, you read correctly. Some people are claiming that A'ja Wilson felt threatened by Kate's rising fame. Now, you may be wondering if this is the first time that there has been talk of AAA and newcomers not getting along, or is there more to the story? Did the Aces just make a huge mistake, or is there more to the story? It's possible that the Aces gave their biggest rival the key to WNBA dominance, and you won't believe who's going to be the face of a brand new franchise. Enter the Golden State Valkyries, the new kids on the WNBA block. They're not just any team, though they're the first expansion team in 16 years. The basketball community has been wondering how they're going to assemble their team for 16 years. On draft day, everyone is on edge of their seats, and guess who they pick as Kate Martin? Yes, the same Kate Martin who was warming the bench for the Aces. Talk about a plot twist. Kate Martin will join the Golden State Valkyries, and what is a huge one? It's like a basketball Cinderella tale, only instead of a glass slipper, Kate Martin becomes the face of the team. You may be asking yourself, is this a smart move, but marketing experts are calling it pure genius? This is because Kate's popularity is so high that even when she wasn't playing, her jersey sales were sky high. The Valkyries aren't just getting a player, they're getting a fan favorite. Now, she'll have the chance to show off her skills at the professional level with Golden State, and it makes perfect sense with a new team that wants to sell jerseys and merchandise. However, the Valkyries aren't just after jersey sales. They saw something in Kate that the Aces missed. Onanen, the team's general manager, values her leadership abilities. Just looking for a player, he's looking for someone to help shape the team's identity and culture, and Kate is all in. How do you feel? I'm really excited about this new beginning and building something from the ground up here with the Valkyries. I'm grateful for the Aces and everything I learned there, but I can't even begin to imagine the pressure of going from hardly playing to being the face of a new franchise. It's not just a big step, it's a giant leap, but Kate isn't backing down. In fact, she's got a chip on her shoulder and is ready to prove everyone wrong. Fans are expressing their excitement on social media. The fact that the entire basketball community is rooting for her and is eager to see what she can do is evidence of the impact that team had on women's basketball. Now let's discuss why this move is so wise for the Valkyries. They're not just getting a player, they're getting a story. Everyone loves an underdog, and Kate's story is perfect. She has the talent, the fan base, and now the opportunity. It's like the Valkyries have struck gold. I imagine Kate Martin is thrilled about this opportunity as she spent her rookie season under the guidance of a championship coach and a championship team. But she won't be playing for long. Or she's probably going to get a chance to play, but it's not just about Kate. This move demonstrates that the Valkyries are thinking creatively and aren't playing by the same rules. They're searching for players with a lot of potential and significant fan appeal. It's a strategy that has worked for other expansion teams in sports. Find the underappreciated talent, give them a chance to shine, and watch them flourish. What's next for Kate Martin? With a fresh start, she has everything to prove. As the WNBA season draws near, everyone's eyes will be on her and the Valkyries. Can she turn college success into public relations? There's no doubt that it will be an exciting ride. We're talking about next level stuff here, folks. For example, as a defensive back, we want to stay low push to move and cover some ground, and we have to fight to stay in front of the offense, constantly staying low to move, never lying in the rope, and never ever heard of single leg posterior chain worker.
Yeah.
That's just the beginning. Kate has been grinding, and her trainer just dropped a bombshell. Oh my goodness, did she just touch the rim? What's Kate doing that's getting her to new heights? Let's break it down. Exercises to improve her jumping ability, but wait, there's more. She spends hours on defensive drills and specific acceleration exercises, making it seem like she's creating a completely new Kate Martin from scratch. At the end of it all, we play some live one-on-one, and we want to work on trying different moves here. This is where you get to work on things you wouldn't always do in practice with a team. Now, here's where it gets really crazy. Picture Kate in the gym, tapping balloons in midair. You might be wondering how this has anything to do with basketball, but there's a method to this madness. These balloon drills are all about improving her body control and finishing skills. Being strong and precise is important, but Kate is also working on her mental toughness by working with sports psychologists. This is because being the face of a franchise requires more than just skills, it also requires handling pressure. Kate is getting ready for the spotlight on and off the court. And the goal is to really work on our posterior chain, which is crucial for basketball because it allows us to stabilize our hips and explode using our glutes. Now, you might be wondering if all of this is really necessary, but listen to what Kate herself says. My focus has been improving. I know that I have a lot of room to grow because my ceiling is very high. Just talk, that's the mindset of someone who is ready to dominate the league. In addition to her intense and intelligent training, Kate is practicing acceleration by playing games with a Frisbee. Can you believe it? 1 minute she's doing intense strength training, the next she's playing Frisbee, but the results speak for themselves. Videos of Kate's training are going viral, and fans can't believe what they're witnessing. This isn't just a player preparing for a new season. Kate Martin is preparing to dominate the WNBA. Applying the same idea of competitiveness to our shooting drills, working on our shot speed and some eye tracking as. I couldn't just sit on the sidelines and let threes rain on me, so I had to participate in this drill, which focuses on eye tracking. What does this mean for Kate and the Valkyries? Experts say that these particular training methods will result in significant improvements on the court. Kate isn't just getting ready to play, she's getting ready to dominate the Aces. Although she may have let go, Kate Martin is set to show the league what they missed out on. Get ready, WNBA Kate Martin 2. The story of Kate Martin is no longer just about basketball, it's about seizing your opportunity when it presents itself. The Aces may be regretting themselves for letting her go, but for Kate and the team, zero is approaching and she's not holding anything back. This is probably one of the best moves for Kate Martin, and I'll tell you why she can establish herself as a true professional. She has her own team, and she just elevated her stock to a whole new level. She will be the biggest star on the Golden State Valkyrie basketball team, and they can build a team around her. As for Becky Hammon, letting her go might be the best thing that has ever happened to her in her career. Remember how Kate said that this league is all about opportunity and you just need one shot? Well, she has that shot now and she's not wasting it. As the new WNBA season approaches, everyone's eyes are on Kate Martin, the fans are giddy, the experts are observing, and everyone is wondering if she's ready to become the superstar we all believe she can be. Kate isn't just honing her skills, she's creating a whole new team from the ground up. The Valkyries aren't just getting a player, they're getting someone who is eager to prove herself. So what's next for Kate Martin? We're going to find out, but one thing is for certain, this isn't the same Kate who was warming the bench last season. She's transformed, driven, and ready to take the WNBA by storm. The Aces' loss might be the secret behind Vay's success.